I'm going to be making a tier list for Hypixel's Mega Walls class. So let's get right in. So first we have the Arcane. Um, I would say um, also this is from perspective of a good player that can win fights. And then knows how to use class. Isn't a new player. I would say is Arcane is a or no B. The thing is he does small damage a lot, but that it isn't that much damage in comparison to things. Um, I could possibly change his rank up to a I don't know. He shoots kind of like arcane lasers that deal about one damage, which is maybe one heart or half heart. His passive makes it so when he gets hit 4 or 5 times, depending on the class, level max or not, um, how many hits it takes. But that also deals one damage over and over. It can deal a bunch of damage. If you're a good player, actually I'm going to put it up. If you're a good player, you can win a lot of fights with this. But now the assassin. Assassin, I would say he would be also a well. She has a diamond sword. Oh yeah, Orkin also has a diamond sword and diamond leggings. Um, the assassin has a helmet, a diamond helmet. Wait, no, yeah, or an iron helmet in class or level. Um, and he she does quite a bit of damage, but doesn't have that much armor, so he takes health. He gets health taken away very easily by other damage classes like arcane. Um, he can go invisible, and um, if one of his abilities or passive, not passive, ability is when he looks away from the opponent and they hit him with an arrow, he can teleport right behind him and attack him. Um, and yeah. Now, the other man. I would say he's a B. While his class is really hard to use or pretty hard to use, when you know how to use him, he's good, really good. Um, but he he also has diamond leggings, but he just he just feels weaker, but isn't weak. He he doesn't have much armor for even though he has diamond leggings. Um, he can either deal more damage if there's a lot of people near him, or have defense. Next is Blaze. Now, thinking that this is from me, a Russia, I'm not saying too. Well, I might change it. I would say he's also a B. He he can his bow burns people, burns other players that can like it's harder for them to hit. They can't run and jump, um, and they can't really jump. He does a bunch of damage. Doesn't have infinite arrows, and his ability he shoots 3 fireballs which deal 8 damage. Um, and yeah, Cow. Cow I'm gonna place at C. He isn't too good. There were other tanks that were much better. Well, he is good for helping of teammates with his milk. He his defense doesn't do much, even though it protects you from a couple of hits. That's not gonna do much in fights. Um, his milk gives him regeneration, and other players and resistance, regeneration, resistance. Next is Creeper. Creeper, I'm gonna say is an A. Um, while he does do a lot of damage, it takes a while to get his ability, and good players will know how to evade the creeper. And his passives and other abilities aren't very good. Honestly, they aren't too good. His ability does 10 damage. Next is Dreadlord. Dreadlord, I'm going to put in S class. Um, he's going. He is kind of like Herobrine, which when they kill someone, they um, they get strength, which is really helpful. The difference between him um, and Herobrine is that he gets regeneration after a couple of hits, and Herobrine gets speed when he gets a when he gets a couple of hits. His ability launches 3 skulls that deal 8 damage. His hit by level is 10, so it takes about 10 hits to get his ability. Next, and he is a damage rusher, and he deals a lot of damage. He is a good class. Next, Enderman. I would say he's also S class because he can tell against if he has a diamond sword, he can deal a lot of damage. He can teleport to people that are running away, so no one can escape from him. Although the one downside is that he has no armor basically. He takes a lot of damage, but if you know how to use him right, he can be extremely powerful. His boots, he has diamond boots with feather falling. I think it's feather falling 3. Um, and yeah. Next, Golem. Now, Golem, I would say, is A class. He's a little bit better than these 3. Um, so Golem is a big tank and control. He he doesn't deal a lot of damage. He still deals a bunch of damage. If he has a diamond sword, which you can get diamonds from in the middle, he deals a lot of damage, and his ability spawns iron block that fall on your enemies. It deals 4 damage, and he has diamond chestplate and diamond boots. When he mines wood, he gets iron block. And yeah, next Herobrine. Herobrine I say is the the best class in the game. Like I mentioned with the Lord, he gets strength and speed when he hits, and strength when he kills. He doesn't get strength when he hits, but when he kills. His power is he does lightning, which deals 4 damage, which is half of Dreadlord's. But a recharge is faster. It takes 4 hits to get it because he gets 25 per hit. Um, the thing is, since him is 4 hits to get 100 and Dreadlord's 10, Dreadlord can do 2 times his lightning, which will be 8 damage, but will be 7 true damage. Which true damage is hearts, basically. So Hughan is better. Hunter. Now I'm just gonna say he's a D. He sucks. I'm not even gonna talk about him much. His ability is he has aimbot basically, but it has to be close. Yeah, there's basically nothing good about him. He has an iron sword and diamond boots and helmet, which isn't that good. Any class hero can beat him. Next, Moreman. I would say Moreman is a big tier. He is good, like really good. He uses his shovel, which deals 8 damage to hurt people. His ability also deals 8 damage. And he gets food, junk food, when he mines dirt. His ability destroys any blocks that are in his path. And yeah. Next, Phoenix. Phoenix isn't too good, actually. Its ability heals, not yourself though. It can only heal others, and it's not that much of a heal. One thing that is good is that he can resurrect, but also like Hunter has horrible armor. He can resurrect, and depending on if it's max, he gets all his health or some of his health. Next, Pig. Pig, I'm gonna say, is a little bit better than Enderman. And is about equal with Dreadlord. Yeah, okay. Pig is pretty good. He has a diamond chest plate and a diamond sword. His power makes a fire that turns go towards your enemy and burns them, but it doesn't actually have the fire effect, so it doesn't burn them, but it deals damage. He on the first hit he gets regeneration, called Valor. Honestly, I say he's a pretty solid class. Pirate. I'm just gonna say, is better than Cow and Phoenix, but still not good. He also is like Dreadlord, where he throws cannonballs, 3 cannonballs that deal 8 damage. Actually, I'm gonna throw him version. He deals 8 damage, but it's also 10. But his other passives and abilities really aren't good. His armor isn't very good, so there's not too much about him. Next, Renegade. Renegade, I say, is A tier. Yeah, definitely a solid A tier. It throws arrows, and if you get a certain amount of hits on people, not just one person, it deals extra damage, a lot of damage, like more than 10. Um, uh, that's a really good thing about him. He has pretty good armor, pretty good weapons, his abilities. He has a hook, so that he can kind of like hook. He has a grappling hook, so he can grapple around. Next, I would say the shaman. Shaman is good. He has good armor, or okay armor, good swords, a good weapon, good diamond sword. Um, his passives are pretty good. He can launch wolves. Um, his ability is a tornado. That when the player is in the tornado, it deals damage and recharges your ability bar. And the one thing is, if you are in a cave with like 10 enemies, he can definitely be an S tier. But if he isn't in a cave, he is an A tier. Since there are a lot of people in the cave, that tornado deals damage to all of them. And it adds up, so he can do about 4 tornadoes, or 4 tornadoes at max, which all deal a bunch of damage. So when you're in your cave, he is really good when there's a lot of other players. Next, Shark. Honestly, Shark is pretty disappointing. He seems good, but he isn't. He's worse than Phoenix something. He has a diamond sword and diamond boots. He His ability makes a 7x7 when max pool of water and gives you regeneration. When you are in the water, you do not get speed in the water. It does not slow other players. It's just all around not very good. There's nothing good about him. Next, Skeleton. Skeleton is definitely a B tier. He is also in Jake Phoenix. I mean, and Blaze. He he launches. His ability launches a explosive arrow that deals a bunch of damage, and if you want to camp and stay high up, this is your range. Pick this one because it is the best range you can get, or maybe besides Renegade. His arrows deal about 1.5 hearts or 2. I don't really remember. 1.5 to 2.5 hearts. Actually, I'm gonna put him right here. No, he's a solid range. He has an diamond sword, diamond sword when max, and has a diamond helmet. Next, Snowman. No, Snowman is really good. I'm gonna say that he's really good. And he's an A tier and pretty high up. Snowman, he gets a diamond sword and diamond leggings, and does have a quite bit of armor. Next is, well, his ability is he launches 3 icicles that deal 1 3 damage each, I think, or 2 damage each. And they give slowness which is really helpful if you wanna like chase them, or if you're chasing and you wanna slow them. That's also good. Um, he has when you right click on his shovel, it gets a little field of snow, and that snow gives slowness and regenerates him when people are in the snow, and it converts other blocks into snow, and since he has shovels, he can easily break them. Next, Spider. Spider is also a solid kit. Maybe better. Spider is really solid kit. Um, it can launch itself high up in the air and deals damage to you and to the enemy. And you can have a Venom Strike, which poisons them and deals damage. It cannot climb walls. It has a diamond sword and diamond boots, and it doesn't have feather fall, or if it does, it's not that much. You can die from your own ability. Next, Squid. Now, Squid, I say, is a good support. He can heal himself based on how many enemies are in his heal pool, which can heal him 7.5 hearts max. And he has an iron sword and diamond helmet, I believe. And yeah, there's not much other about him. I'd say he would be a B. He's pretty good. Werewolf. Now this is a good class. All the way to S. He could be also tied with Herobrine, or maybe better. His ability gives him speed and jump boost, but also when you hit multiple enemies, deals extra 2 damage to them. On top, he has a diamond chest plate and I think diamond boots. So he has sword and diamond sword. So he doesn't have diamond boots, just diamond chest plate. He is a really solid kid. He gets stake when he kills, and that stake gives him regeneration. And yeah, zombie. Zombie is right here. He has a diamond chest plate, iron sword. If he would have diamond sword, he would be above 4. He heals himself when he gets to 20 amount of hits. When he gets hit by arrows, he gets berserk, good, and gets strength and speed. So yeah, that's gonna be my tier list. Thank you for watching, and also for me, I think Mega Wars is maybe one of the best games on Hypixel. Thanks for watching, and tell me if there's another tier list or something else that you want. Okay, bye.